Okay, that's Julie. Hi, Julie. My viewers would love to have you in the shot. So we are here at the media preview of the Proton S70. Today is 7th of November, embargo. Till further notice, can I do like a shortcut and ask you what do you know about the car that you can tell me? Because I forgot all the details already.
Oh my gosh. Me?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Can I get Azlan to share?
No,
What if I get in trouble?
Huh?
What if I get in trouble?
You won't
I
get.
remember there's a 360 cam.
Oh yes, yes,
Remember
yes,
the
yes.
360 cam? Yeah.
And with 3D display too.
That's right. And then you've got the 12 safety features, advanced safety features that's new.
There are 12. Yeah, so it's a long list.
There's a new color as well, the teal
Bayou
green.
That's the one over there.
That's right.
Over there. I'll bring you guys to check out.
That's right. That's all.
That's all. So the rest I have to.
You're good at it. I trust you.
Okay. Okay, let's back to work. As I record this, the launch of the S70 has not been announced yet. The date has not been announced yet. Pricing has not been indicated to us yet. But what we do know is that there are 4 variants on sale. On display here, there are 2 cars. Both of them are of the range-topping flagship X model. So, without wasting time, let's bring you on a tour of these cars. So, as we all know, the S70 is the 4th product of the Proton and Geely partnership that has already previously given us the X70, the X50, the X90. Now, for the first time, the partnership brings us a sedan model, which actually brings us back to the roots of Proton. If you remember, many generations of their sedans, the Saga, the Vira, the Wajah, Preve, Persona, all serving countless Malaysian households. The first thing that caught my attention with the S70 is that the proportions of the car are exceptionally well balanced. You see, like if you look at the second generation Persona, for example, that was based on the Iris platform, that car was a bit too tall. Like say the first gen Persona or the Preve or the Wajah, very nicely proportioned, balanced front and rear, right? So it is a very pleasant car to look at if a little conservatively designed. Now, what surprised me, though not in a bad way, is that even the highest spec flagship X model as shown here comes only with 17-inch wheels. Normally, manufacturers will give you 18s. So what I understand is that the design department actually was proposing 18s as a possibility, but the engineering team preferred 17s to give the car better ride and handling and also fuel economy, which I do not think is a bad decision at all. So with a good base to start from, the Proton design team didn't have to do much fiddling to the S70's design, but they did add their own touches, most of it here at the front. Now, firstly, all variants as standard will come with LED headlights. Okay, there's this 3-bar daytime running light. The signal lights are also integrated here, but they are not sequential blinking items. Here at the bottom corner of the bumper, this little design piece here really reminds me of the BMW G20 Non-M Sport. This is an additional lip that's added on, as you can see from the rubber here. Okay, this is an accessory package that's available as add-on. Personally, I am not a fan of it. I think it disrupts the lines of the car. Later on, I will show you another example of the car that comes without the skirting. Okay, let's take a closer look at these 17-inch wheels. Very beautifully finished. Two-tone design. Okay. And they're giving Goodyear tires as well. So take a look at the front grille. This is Proton's now trademark ethereal bow design, and they've deliberately blacked out this section to create a continuity between the lights into the grille and according to Proton's chief designer Aslan, this is deliberately black to accentuate the ethereal bow design front grille shape that pioneered in the X70 and continues on today as a current gen Proton styling language. So you can see here on the grille itself, there are these elements here, these little chrome elements here that further add to the sophistication of the front grille. And the overall treatment here is very nicely done. It's not overdone. It's a very modern design. And you can see right there, there's a front camera that is part of the whole 360-degree camera setup. And here in this flagship X, you notice up there, there's a camera up there, monocular camera up there, that is to serve the car's level 2 ADAS system. Now, here from the side, you notice one more design aspect is that this shoulder line is very pronounced, starting from the lights, running all the way to the end. And here at the side, you see the window extends past the door into the C-pillar, so that creates an additional impression of length for the car. Oh, look at that. That brings out the inner Knight Rider fan in me, man. Okay, you noticed just now earlier, the lights illuminate out in sequence. Check that out. Oh, this is amusing stuff. So this is the tail light signature. These three elements here are actually the brake lights. Okay, signal lights are here, reverse light here, rear fog lamp underneath here, reverse camera, and there's the Proton wording here. Now, what I was told just now is that this bar is not available in the executive model. It's only in the higher spec model you get this bar across. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. And one interesting thing is, remember with the X50, they gave 4 exhausts. In the S70, the exhaust is hidden underneath. Right? They didn't want to expose it. So this is a surprise. So the exhaust comes out on 2 sides, so it points down. So there's a modification potential to actually create a 2-side exhaust configuration. You can do a sort of a cut out of the bumper here to give the car an even more aggressive look. Another look down there, you can see this rear suspension is a torsion beam design. Right? Really missed the good old days where Proton gave multi-links as standard for rear suspension. But that's a different era. Of course, the positive flip side to having a torsion rear suspension is that you get more space for the boot, which is measured at 500 liters here for the S70. But then again, the previous brand with multi-link rear suspension also had 500 liters of boot space lah. So the boot itself is the gooseneck type. So what this means is that when you close the boot, the hinge will impede slightly into the boot slip storage. Nice little touch here is that this is the anti-kidnap release. So let's say like somebody champa you inside this, you can pull this to release yourself. This is another unit on display, and the color of this is newly developed by Proton. Is called Teal Bayou Green, and this example shows the S70 without the optional body kit in the previous car, and my opinion is that the car actually looks better without the body kit. It allows the natural proportions of the car to show itself better. So my opinion is that if I were to buy this, I would not spec the additional body kit. Especially if you look at it from the front, without the body kit, you get to see more of the lower edge front bumper design. You actually get to expose this additional piece of satin chrome trim here that gives the front end a bit more class. And I just noticed this. The lower edge of the headlights actually jut out a little. It flies out a little and creates a little depression here where it meets the front bumper. So here's the engine of the S70. All four variants are being powered by the same 1.5 liter turbo that we see from the X50, but this is the port injection version. So it makes 150 horsepower, 226 newton meters of torque. Standard transmission, 7-speed DCT. Now, performance numbers has not been given to us, but what we do know is that with these kind of outputs, the S70 performance, well, it won't be as fast as the Civic Turbo, but it will be very competitive against the 1.8 and 2 liter naturally aspirated alternatives from the competition. Okay, so we are going to do the interior, and I'm going to pass the camera over to Chiang. Now, I'm 170 centimeters tall, so right here at the back, okay, pretty good lean angle. Thigh support actually goes all the way to the back of my calves. I've got good leg room as well, about what, 3/5 of leg room in front of me. And here, as you can see, rear aircon vents, a USB-C port and a USB-A port. Together here with this slot, you can just drop your phone inside here. Now, here you've got the ISOFIX mounts that are, you have to stick your fingers through to reach it here. Armrest and molded cup holders. So down here, there's also some texture on the cup holder base as well. The seats, do they have split folding? Yes, they do. 60-40 split folding rear seats. So let me just show you again. Okay, good, pretty comfortable here. Now, at the door, check this out. Quite a bit of details here at the door. So firstly here, you can see this. There's this texture here on the armrest area, and there's also this contrast pattern stitching here to give the door that a bit of flavor to its design. Now, I've always said I prefer two-tone interiors that bring out the design lines, but what Proton has done here with the S70 is that they have put in elements like this. This is a very nice touch. The door handle, so the way it flows here is very nice. With this contrast stitching here and this texture here, it really gives this door card. It shows us that the designers put in the effort to integrate in all these little various details to add a sense of value to the cabin. Now, to check out the front, so the door here, the front door here, basically what I showed you earlier, you've got this contrast stitching here, the power window panel, pretty good. The switches have exhibit pretty good tactile feel. Lock and unlock button only on the driver's side. I don't see it over at the passenger side. And once again, this theme here, very nicely done. The front, the driver's seat has powered adjustment, but not the passenger seat. So coming inside this cabin, pretty modern design. Now, this center console was actually redesigned by the Proton team. So it's not, Proton didn't take this center console lock, stock, and barrel from Geely. They put their own touch in. And what they've added here is this additional level of storage where they also have what? The 12-volt socket here, a USB-C port here, and up here you can see there's a USB-A port here. Wow, there's a tray here as well. And here is a single wireless charging tray. So a lot of storage space, rather shallow storage space, but this is the kind of position now that we usually want to put our phones for wireless charging. Now, there are two screens here. There's a 10-inch digital instrument cluster. I'm not sure if it's standard across the board, but it's here in this version. And there's a 12-inch center screen here. No Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Here, let's see, right, a very polygonal shaped cup holder. One here, this one is deeper. Wow, okay, so you can lift this up Okay, and what under here is that there's this one long storage space. So this is removable, and you can just drop this back in. How was it just now? Oh, crap! I did it wrongly. Okay, like this. Okay, let me just show you again. You can remove this, or you can put this back for a cup holder. So you've got electronic parking brake, electronic shifter, auto hill hold. Wow, look at this. This this is how you make something simple, look elegant, and look expensive. Okay, so this large piece of illumination here, the way you see how uniform this light is, right? It shows that it's not a bulb inside, but it's like a fluorescent tube. So it's when you look at it, it looks wow, it looks upmarket. Steering wheel is of a flat bottom design, so to give it that sporty flavor. Another USB port here that you can connect to your dash cam. So overall, the design of this cabin, as you can see, it's very minimalist, very modern, in line with current generation design themes. So quality also is good as I press all these buttons. Okay, the tactile feel is good. So this is the temperature control where you can actually raise or lower. Up. You can go up or down. This one cannot. Okay, this one I think cannot. But the fan speed adjustment and temperature control, these two buttons can be pushed up or pressed down. Let me find the sunroof opening. Where's the sunroof opening button? You don't have a sunroof opening button. From the screen. Oh, from the screen. Okay. No button here. Right. Okay, yes. So the keys magically appeared after Chiang left. And I can show you now the digital instrument cluster. Look at those shooting star effects there. That's pretty cool. So you have steering mounted controls here. And here, hi Proton.
Good morning, Master. Have a good day.
Mute audio, please. All right, thank you. So you can see the screen here. You can show vehicle status. And here, wow, look at this way. Rear view mirror. Okay, so you can set auto fold, trunk, auto unlock, nearby auto unlock trunk. Wow, so it means that what this means is that when you walk up to the car, if you activate this, when you walk up to the car, the boot will auto open. Let's find out. Okay, so windows, auto close windows, sunroof. So the sunroof is open and closed using the touchscreen because there's no physical buttons here to open and close the sunroof. So here you can adjust various settings of the display, the wireless charging, and here the ADAS. Now let's run through the ADAS available in this car. Traffic sign detection, all right. Radar, rear side. So you have lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, rear collision warning, and door open warning. So door open
Safe
warning
exit
comes in pretty
warning
handy
will
when you're
alert the
side
driver
parking
and
along a busy
occupant
street.
with the warning sound.
It warns you
A
before you
blinking
open
warning
your
light
doors
on the side
if
view
there is
mirror
an oncoming
and
car.
an indicator.
Now you have autonomous braking. You have AEB, front collision warning, and cruise control. You have intelligent cruise control, adaptive cruise control. So the difference between these two is that one of them is, well, for use on highways, the other is for use in traffic jams. You have also lane keep assist, which you can set it for warning only. You can set to prevent departure from your lane, or you can set to center you on the lane. System, so you have software update, VR, Wi-Fi, personal hotspot, a few other cool stuff here. Like all the apps. The screen display, the color of the screen is fantastic, but from what I can see, there's no Apple Auto or Android CarPlay. Now let's check out the 360 panorama function. Look at that. It's nice and fancy. Can you drag it? Well, no, but you can choose which cameras to activate. Reverse. So here's the box view. Ah, there you can. Whoa. Right, stitching is pretty confusing in some aspects lah. Right. But well, it does come in handy when you are trying to negotiate your way through some tight spaces. All right. Okay, so that's all I can show you from the inside of the S70 now. Next up, we'll be heading to the test track to try out the car. Okay, so right now we are at the Proton test track. Proton has stacked the S70 against the BMW 218i and the Mercedes A-Class. Talk about confidence.
Once the car in front of me has turned blue, that means ICC has detected the car in front.
Oh, I'm off the throttle. Off throttle, yeah.
Off throttle,
yeah,
so it picks up.
Okay.
So it applies emergency braking.
So I didn't brake, huh?
No.
Alright. Okay, so it opens up. Well, directional stability is good. Jiang! Okay, so S70 versus competitors.
What?
Hey, how come not A-Class and 2 Series 1?